Well, good for you. It was passionate. It was real. I just saw Letitia James a moment ago. She comes out there and she tries to sound in a certain dignified manner, and I think she's faking it. I think she's a phony, and I think this is actually what she's really like. Here she is, 2018 or so, making what I consider to be a racist statement. Go ahead with that, please.
Stand up to an administration which is too male, too pale, and too stale.
Too male, too pale. You get it? Male and pale, they rhyme. You know, white men, not good. And Scott Stringer just standing there. Tell us a little bit about this prosecutor. Is there anything you know about her that we don't?
There's so much that I don't think we could finish my block with going through it. This is a woman who taunted the president but likes to act like she's the victim. She comes out only when there's a Trump affiliate child or, to her, someone who's a C-suite top person. Otherwise, she's not interested in trial. She's never sat at the desk with me. She's never fought it. She's never objected. She's not practicing law. She's just simply there for PR. Some of us can do both. And frankly, she's been saying she was going to go after Trump. That's how she got elected, before she even had the rights or privileges of looking into any New York business. And now she's putting her head into private businesses, which should really scare Americans and New Yorkers. Going and using a commercial statute that's used for commercial fraud against individuals that don't have a voice, against an individual and private company that has made so much money for the state of New York. He has paid hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in payroll tax every year. He is literally one of the biggest real estate developers in the world, let alone New York, and changed the skyline himself. He is iconic. And this woman is just on that right, insanely left-wing, radical left-wing platform, where now she finds that the case should really be dismissed immediately, should never have been brought, but she can't turn to the Soros backing people that she has and say to them, sorry, I screwed up. And I should probably dismiss this case. And that, I think, is what we're going to see. And that's my warning to all of these hack cases. Pay attention to what's happening in this trial. Miss James is desperate. It is desperate. The judge is yelling at the attorneys to sit down because he doesn't like the testimony, trying to cut my client off, because when we get a chance to speak, the truth is not pretty for them. It's honest. It's fair. They're a great company. They're worth a lot more than the statements of financial condition said. And it's not good for her politics, and it's great for his. And that's the truth, and the truth hurts.
Here is Letitia James talking about real estate. She doesn't know much about real estate, but here she is talking about 40 Wall Street, a building that I know well, actually. I used to live not very far away, about a quarter of a mile. Take a look.
They received a series of bank-ordered appraisals for the commercial property at 40 Wall Street in New York City that calculated the value of the property at $200 million as of August 2010 and $220 million as of November 2012. Yet, in his 2011 statement, Mr. Trump listed 40 Wall Street with a value of $524 million, which increased to $530 million over the next 2 years.
Well, the thing is, 40 Wall Street, let's go ahead and put it up on the screen if we could. Iconic property. 72 stories tall. Okay, great. Let me see the valuation of it. She said it was worth, according to the, well, Donald Trump said it was $524 million. She said it was worth $200 million, according to the appraisers. But we ran the comps, Alina, and guess what? No name buildings, and 40 Wall Street is an iconic building. No name buildings were going for comparable rates in that time period. $750 million for the Helmsley building, $570 million for 340 Madison Avenue, and on and on and on. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
No, she's just not that bright. Sorry, I have to say it. I've seen their case. I've seen their lawyers. They don't know what they're talking about. Just because a bank who's giving you a loan says it's worth what the loan amount is, which is what happens when anybody takes a loan out. They're never going to say the real value. They're going to say what they want to say and not a penny more, or what the loan amount is and not a penny more. It is not worth it to them to do that. That's not what they do. She needs to educate herself, maybe go to some, I don't even know how to express how ridiculous this is. They're using tax assessed values at their fair market values. The judge is agreeing with them. it's like being in a circus with a bunch of, what I want to say I can't say on TV, but it's crazy, with a brain understands that this is just completely insane.
And you know what? People have a brain, because look at how Trump is doing in the polls.
That's
they
right.
have a brain. He has the people on his side, and this is imploding. This stunt, this and all the others, it's not working. Thanks in large part to people like you, Alina Habba, president's lawyer and spokesperson. Good luck. Keep